Hello, Mr. Das. Welcome to YourPedia. Let's start your snap interview for the subject control systems for your HAL electrical interview preparation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. My first question is, what is a linear system?
So linear system is any system which follows the principles of homogeneity as well as superposition. That's a
Okay.
linear system.
Can you draw the circuit of a or circuit representation of a practical capacitor?
A tactical capacitor.
Yes.
Okay, so only show the capacitor or the circuit.
Practical capacitor.
Okay.
Done?
So it's able to see.
Okay. Is it practical? What is the difference between practical capacitor and ideal capacitor? Difference between practical and ideal capacitor?
Okay, practical capacitor and ideal capacitor difference. So for practical capacitor, so I'm not so sure about that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What is the order of a system? Order of a system.
Order of the system is actually the total number of poles in a particular system. That is order of the system.
So why it is particularly poles minor zeros?
Zeros will not be considered as an order because with the addition of poles, for zeros, why it's not for zeros? Okay, for zeros, it is actually type number will decreases for zeros.
What is type number? What is type number? Any idea?
Yes, type number is total number of roots at the origin. Suppose s to the power 0 is the order type number, type is 0, and 1 by s.
What is sensitivity?
Sensitivity is actually can I explain with the diagrams and all?
Generally, I think words are enough. Need not to have any diagram. Generally, you can explain. What you understood by sensitivity? My question is.
Okay. Sensitivity is something that is given that is given by transfer function. Suppose there are two sites, there are two persons, and one has got some 50 marks and one has got like 80 marks. So the performance of the two person will be different.
So my question is, what is sensitivity basically?
Okay, sensitivity is actually the del T by T by del G by G.
So that is the formula you are giving for a general block diagram. Conceptually, what does it mean by sensitivity?
Okay, sensitivity is the how much sensitive the output is with respect to the input of a system.
With respect to input or with respect to change in input?
Change in input.
Okay. Suppose I want to reduce sensitivity. Suppose you are designing some circuit. In that circuit, some resistance is changing with respect to temperature or with respect to temperature. But I don't want my output to change if that resistance change. Then what feedback we are going to prefer, and in that feedback, in which path we are going to place that resistance in the forward path or in the feedback path, which feedback we are going to prefer.
Okay. So can you repeat the question once more?
Yeah. See, the question is, there is a resistance in a circuit. That resistance is changing with respect to atmospheric changes. But I don't want my output to change when that resistance changes. Then which feedback we have to employ? And in that circuit, see, if in every, I can say, representation, block diagram representation, there is a forward path and feedback path. In which path I have to place that resistance, in the forward path or in the feedback path?
Sir, it must be placed in the forward path, because since if I take a closed loop system of GH by GH plus 1 and GH is much greater than 1, then it depends upon the 1 by H. So if H is increases, the negative feedback increases, the sensitivity will decrease.
So my question is, which feedback we have to apply first?
So negative feedback.
Negative feedback. Fine. So let me give you feedback, Mr. Das.
Yes.
See, your answers are not up to the mark, I can say, but don't get discouraged. See, listen to the question, give the relevant answer to the question. Don't try to explain there. See, relevant answer is required. Suppose I ask what is an LTI system? The system which satisfies both the superposition and homogeneities is a linear system. Okay, linear time invariant system, right? Now, practical capacitor. See, ideal capacitor means it is not going to have any loss. Practical capacitor means it is going to have a loss. Which component in our electrical or electronic engineering is used to represent loss, resistance? So the practical capacitor is going to have resistance. You have to put that resistance in series to the capacitor and parallel to the capacitor. That way, analytically, you have to draw, right? So please try to give the relevant answer to the asked questions in the interview, right?
Yes.